Basketball is a global game, and it continues to be that, growing country to country, continent to continent. And now the WNBA, they're following suit. Last year saw a record high 205 games broadcast on streaming and television for the WNBA, but this year they're taking it international, breaking into the UK and Ireland. At least 16 regular season games will be broadcast by the league in those two nations. They'll be broadcast by TNT Sports, who, despite not having a brand in the UK and Ireland previously, will look to expand there now with the WNBA. TNT hasn't had a brand in Europe before, only really being American, with bits of their brand in Argentina, Chile, and Indonesia. But with the merger in 2022 with the brand Discovery, they're now taking Discovery Sports, which was a brand in Europe, and turning it into TNT Sports Europe. And the WNBA is where they're starting. But enough of media rights and what that means for the brands. What we care about is the ball on the court, and this is kind of a big deal for the WNBA. Despite having only one player that has part British nationality, being the Connecticut Sun's Christine Anigué, who had won the Naismith Best Defensive Player of the Year award for her efforts in college in 2019, this is a huge market for the WNBA to tap into. Women's soccer has found a ton of success in Europe of late, with the Women's Champions League drawing record viewers year after year. This market is clearly a huge opportunity for the league, and just another sign of the growing expansion that the WNBA sees day after day. Just look at this past week. Caitlin Clark got signed as the first pick, and it was headlines all across every single media outlet you had seen anywhere. The WNBA also hinted towards a name for their next expansion franchise with the Warriors, and made clear that the goal now is 16 teams. While expansion to Europe might be the first thought that comes to mind when seeing a headline about broadcast in Europe, they're not quite there yet. But this is a huge plus for the WNBA in their viewership. They've only been rising in America year after year, and fans who are going to be abroad or have someone they know in the UK now have the sport to share with their loved ones over there. But is 16 games enough? Is the European market actually ready for women's basketball when the Euro League, the men's league, is only getting so many viewers as is? We'll see. The UK hasn't taken basketball on in full, with the only major player that I can think of coming from the UK being Luol Deng. But this is a huge opportunity for them to test out a new market with just 16 games. It'll be a great way to dip their toe in the water. What do you guys think? Is this a possible sign for future expansion, maybe even a team out there, or just a new market for fans to be able to watch the WNBA? Or maybe it won't even work at all, and this will be the last we see of UK and Ireland basketball. Drop your thoughts in the comments below.